We're back.
We're back. And we're back in black.
In black.
That's right.
Although this isn't the people that wrote that song. But that's
No,
okay. I don't
that's
have an
okay.
AC/DC shirt, or I would have worn it. I don't have one.
Just the overall color of the shirt. that
Yeah.
we're going for, so.
And your shirt looks black, but if these lights were slightly better, it's kind of more charcoal.
It is.
I think you kind
It
of
is.
ruined the theme. You thought of the theme, and I
I-
think you didn't pick
Well,
pure black.
in case you did not like this shirt choice, I do have another one in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do
That
you
one,
want?
there is none more black.
Do you want to
This one, there is more
switch on stream? We might get a few more followers.
No,
we might lose a few.
We would lose a few. We
Okay.
would definitely lose a few.
We're
so
definitely
no,
losing a few. That
we're
is not
gonna-
that kind of.
no, we're
that is not this kind
We
of
have
podcast.
to be in a different kind of directory then for that.
Yeah, we would be.
Okay.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not even in a directory for very long.
Right.
But we are back, as we just said. It has been a long time. We are glad to see everyone once again. And because we have taken a long break, maybe our palates have changed. Maybe things have gone a little different, even though we've still been drinking things. So we have brought back a beer that we tried all the way back in 2010 before we were even doing videos.
Wow.
So that is what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I am Andrew.
And I am Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Two-Hearted Ale. Oh, I don't know why I need to do that because you have the camera there. Is the Two-Hearted Ale from Bell's Brewery out of Comstock, Michigan.
All right. That is very cool. We bought a single because we didn't want to commit. We have had this one. We did not look back at our score previously. I don't know. Like I said, we used to give scores for things. We
Yep.
used to do a lot of, I don't know if we'll carry through all of that stuff. That's stuff we're still kind of maybe discussing.
Okay.
Um,
We had a 0 through 3 scale because we were trying
We
to
did.
Make things simpler. And so 0 was something we would never buy again.
Yeah.
And 3 was something we might leave in the middle of the podcast to go out and see if we could find.
yeah. 0 was like literally, might have been poison.
Yeah.
It was like, you pulled some sort of ham container out of the fridge and it had like bloated up and you're like,
Yes.
man, should I eat this? And you
Yeah.
did anyway. And you're like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that.
That wouldn't
Yeah,
be good.
that was bad choosing.
So.
So
Ones and twos were things that we liked, so I know it's kind of, but like, that was our way of
Yeah.
of ranking things. So
yeah, the
so
best
we-
around was a 3.
So we don't know what we don't know what we gave this. I have a hunch.
Okay, I don't have a hunch on the score. We've talked about this a little too much. Just say, like said, you remembered liking this more than I did at
Yes.
the time. And again,
Yeah.
2010, so we're talking 8 years ago.
I've had it since.
Never. You have not let it grace your lips.
I've never
This
had it.
is. Damn it! You
Then
ruined,
that already
you ruined
says-
everything.
Oh, that already says what I would have thought of it. Then.
Okay. All right.
If I would have said I'd never had it.
While I crack this bad boy open, would you like to give a little rundown on what's going on in this thing? Is it is there many hops in
So
here?
actually, no. It says brewed with 100% Centennial hops from the Pacific Northwest.
Unihopper. Oops, sorry for that
And
noise.
named after the Two-Hearted River in Michigan's Upper Peninsula.
I thought it was named for a fish that had 2 hearts. Or do fish actually have 2 hearts?
I don't know if fish have 2 hearts. Maybe
They
I
should.
don't think
They're
so.
swimming. They've got like super lungs.
So
right?
it says they add massive hop additions in both the kettle and the fermenter. So it's just Two-Hearted Ale, but it is an IPA. They're calling it an American IPA, and 7% alcohol. So
Okay.
Shelf life of 6 months.
Ticks off all the boxes.
That's-
Usually I would not go for 6 months on an
Yeah.
IPA, but
Yeah.
Eh.
But who knows? This
who knows?
This one is not only 6 months, I'm sure.
this one, no.
Less than.
Yeah. Oh, there's tasting notes. I don't want to read those.
Oh no.
We try
No,
not
we don't
to.
need that. We don't need
There's certain
anyone's
things we
tasting.
try not to read. Like I
Try
said,
not
that kind of information we like to have, but we try not to read everything that would influence our minds, our smell, our palates, all of these things. Try not to influence it.
Is that back over there, or does
No,
it matter?
no, actually, well, because when we want to do it, the reason I actually set up that camera is hopefully for,
For this
color
part,
here.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what we always did was we usually did this number. We'd hold up to the camera and we'd say
look at it. Yeah.
orange, tangerine,
Yeah. A little copper.
something like that. All right,
Yeah.
let's see how good I've got this. I had this kind of blocked out a little bit. Are you guys ready? Is everyone set? Let's see what happens. Table cam. Oh,
And there
dang
I am
it.
again.
That's actually not bad. Okay. All right.
That's pretty good.
All right, I'm ready to go off. So, what do you think? Do you think we're right? I think we're close there. Hi. Okay.
Coming back now.
All
Or
right.
are you gonna leave it on?
No, I'll take it away.
All right.
Oh, but you want to be there right now, though, don't you? I see how it is. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Table cam. Got it. All right.
Technical
So that
difficulties.
was the color. So then after color, sight. So we go to sense of smell.
Yep.
All right.
So being a home brewer for several years,
You're a home brewer? When did
you
this
no,
happen?
you
When
being-
did this happen?
You being a home brewer
We've
for
been-
several years.
Oh, okay.
You probably have a little bit more of an idea of what you're expecting from the Centennial hop. Would that be accurate, or did I just totally?
No.
Okay, because I
Sure.
am not. I wouldn't be super familiar.
It's
with
in a lot of
what-
things. It's,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
usually,
no, I know. I'm familiar with the
I'm
hop,
rare
but-
to find Centennial. I think I'm rare to find a Centennial hop as a
as a single.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, usually I see that as a backbone with other things because it is
Yeah.
kind of like, well, what are you getting? What are you tasting? What are you not tasting? What are you smelling?
I'm getting the pine and I'm getting the malt. I'm getting a little sweetness underneath there. So
Getting a little onion ring hint.
a hint of onion ring, which we
Definitely grapefruit into the pine. Pine like very resin. It's very resinous.
yes, that is correct.
Hmm.
All right.
I like it. I like the aroma. It's not like, and this again is one of those things. Like I said, we're so used to now, especially I don't know if it's an Arizona thing or I don't think it is, but a lot of the New England style IPAs and these other ones are just bursting with like almost like juice. It feels like
Right.
you're like, it feels like someone put juice in there, even though they
Right.
didn't. Like
Right.
it's that. So this one is definitely more withdrawn from that, but there is good classic hop
Yes.
aroma.
Absolutely.
So, all right, best part. Good to be
Cheers.
back.
Good to be back.
You're like, no, this is it.
No, it's
this
good to
is
be
it. I'm
back.
done.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
out. I'm out.
Well, we think we said we both had different opinions of this in the past.
Right.
Did you say which one of us liked it more?
I just said you liked it. Yeah, you
liked it more. Okay,
You've
I-
always
I
said
could- I
that you
couldn't
liked it
remember
more, and I
whether
remember.
Yeah.
It's not quite as malty and bitter as I remember it being. Like I thought it was kind of that on the palate, like that it was kind of bland and malty, bitter, and kind of bland. And I remember not liking that, especially earlier when I was introduced to IPAs. There was a lot of IPAs where it was like, that's just bitter, or like I used to have the copper penny and like all that kind of stuff. I'm not getting. It's actually a little bit disparate from the aroma to me. I'm not getting as much as the pine resin
Right.
and those types
Yeah,
of
me
things.
neither.
I'm getting more of the grapefruity kind of little bit of juicy in there. Not overwhelmingly juicy, but it balanced into the sweet of the malt.
Yes.
There is just a nice kind of grapefruit note in there. It's a very pleasant, I think, easy drinking IPA
Yes.
at this point. I actually wish more of what I got in the taste came out in the aroma because it's a little bit of like not a bait and switch. Like I said, I get a very hint of that grapefruity in there, but it's definitely more of the, like I said, the pine resin kind of thing is what comes through to me.
In the aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The hops, like, they don't like hit you over the head. They're just, it's balanced. It's balanced with the malt.
Mm-hmm.
And actually you get a little more of the malt, I think, in the aroma. And that's pulled back a little bit, which is good for me because I don't like it when things go too far that way.
Yeah. You have malt issues.
I do have malt. Well, I have extreme. When malt goes extreme. When good malt goes bad.
Too high or too low?
Too high. Oh,
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. When I go to... Yeah.
Thank you.
I,
Okay, it took a second.
Billy Joel, yes.
There we go.
I don't like when we go to malt extremes.
Yeah. Too high or too low, there ain't no in between.
There ain't no in between. No.
I could grab that song right now, but no.
But
yeah.
But as I sit with it, as the flavor lingers, I do get a little bit of that, residual on the hop, which is good. Oh, are you looking at the?
Yeah, I'm. As we were sitting here, I am looking. So we gave it a half.
And I know who gave it the 1.
So I must have given it a 0.
Yes.
And Keith gave it a half.
No, I gave it a 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, a 1. That's right.
I
That's
gave
why
it
I
a 1.
balanced out to a half.
Right.
That's correct.
Yes.
So this was in July 23rd of 2010. $8.99 for the 6-pack.
So
I want to say it's around there. It might be
it's
$9.99
more.
now.
And this is a 16-ounce can. I believe back then that was
okay.
a 12-ounce bottle too.
Probably.
And this says unpasteurized and bottled condition for the one that we have.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know if this is that way too.
Aromas of citrus and salty Kalamata olive brine.
Wow.
The hop quality borders on the sulfate characteristic and leaves a lingering sour that continues to build in the back and the middle of the tongue. There are some nice citrus notes present. Okay, I said that. As well as a creamy body. It does leave the palate, pardon me, a little dry, and overall the lingering hoppiness is a little too much. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something we would have said 7 years ago.
Yeah,
8 years ago.
Yeah, almost 8 years ago.
Because there is no way in heck that thing is overly lingering hoppy.
Yeah.
It is kind of actually making my mouth water, though, to be honest. TBH, as they say.
That's so funny because I believe our palates have evolved so much as to what we're looking for, what we like. It's really cool actually to have that go back.
Yeah.
To go back and be able to reference that because we were super detailed about that.
Yeah, thanks us in
Thanks us.
2010.
Yeah, thanks to us almost 8 years ago. Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. But that's definitely,
Yeah.
I don't think something could really be
Yeah.
too hoppy for us unless it's just not balanced well. But
Yeah, unless it was just like,
but no,
bitter
'cause
destruction.
And I've had this, like I said, I've bought this since then. And because I
having
actually thought it
this,
was
like I said, now having this, like I said, I didn't like it back then. I like it more now. It's still obviously not wouldn't be, but I like it to the point where if I saw this at a restaurant, could get it on draft.
Yes.
And it wasn't like there was something else that I had never tried before that I was super excited for. I would probably go for that. I'd be like, okay, this is better. I think it's a good food beer. I think it would hold up to
Yes. Yeah, and that's one
different
we
things
talked
because
about
of the
a lot.
bitterness at the back. That's something we always like talking about on these podcasts that we haven't done in a while. is that we like,
What does it pair
we
with?
kind of talk about like, oh, this is really good, but this is more of like we always talk about either a summer beer, like, we talk about a pool beer or something like that. It's something lighter that's more refreshing, whereas this, is going to hold up to some heavier foods.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
a good burger
I enjoy
beer,
it more now
good,
than I think this would creep into the one territory.
Creep into the one.
I think no, I'm just kidding. It would probably be still a 1 for me because there's
Right.
so many other IPA like that are more to my style.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm bitter that this knocked off Pliny the Elder. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
No,
just,
I
but
agree.
again, after a
I'm-
while, I understand though too. If you're one of those publications, you probably get bored of like, oh, it's still really good.
Well, and
But
the
I just
thing
can't believe like other beers, even locally here in Southern Arizona,
Oh gosh.
are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
Would be more flavorful.
Well,
like Pueblo Vita puts out stuff that's
I
like way
wonder
more.
if the availability of this beer
Could be.
helped it because
There you go.
Pliny is not available in several states, whereas I think Bell's is available, obviously in Arizona.
Yeah.
Whereas
Bell's has been available for forever here.
and I think the thing with, I don't know if this will end up in the podcast, but the thing with Pliny is that I think some people have gone where it's like, oh, it's like too revered. It's like,
I can see
oh
that.
my God, it's too much of the
Yeah.
Holy Grail, and oh God, I hear so much Pliny.
It's become
And
so much that it's almost the unholy grail.
and it's like they don't care. And it's like, well, everybody likes that, so I'm not gonna like it. That sort of thing. But yeah, no, I know when I read that article that nothing to knock Bell's, but that this had knocked off Pliny, I was like, okay. So.
But yeah, so I would say it definitely has raised up, at least in my eyes. I don't know, maybe is it still
It's about what I thought it was.
Okay.
I actually remember
having never have had it since then?
Yeah. Right.
I know
It's
I
been a-
actually probably have not had this beer,
It has-
so this is actually kind
No,
of
I
cool
know.
for me.
I know it's been a while, but no, I've
been a
bought this
while.
at Total Wine and had it. But
Okay.
like I said, it wasn't. It hasn't been recently because, like you said, there's so many, and that's kind of the thing with beer nowadays. Is it's like there's so many, and there's so many new things coming out, and we've got so many local breweries here, and it's like honestly, there's only so much. There's only so much you can drink, and
Yeah.
you like to have your favorites that you go back to, but then at the same time, you're always in search of something else, and it's like I don't know. There's only so many minutes in the day, and only so many liver cells.
I was just going to say something about liver. That's fantastic. But anyway, definitely if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If you're
one
in,
more beer to try though.
I know we do have another one, but it won't
okay.
be part of this podcast.
I thought you were.
so-
Oh,
it'll be part of another podcast.
Oh, I thought it was
No,
the
it'll
same podcast.
we get 2 podcasts.
Oh, I thought it was
we're
going to be
getting
the
2
same
shows.
podcast.
We're getting 2 shows.
Oh, all right.
Not
Okay.
one, getting 2.
I thought it was okay.
No, 2
Two.
shows. So anyway, like I said, definitely go to our website, AboutBeverages.com. We are also live all the time now during the week and on Thursdays live for these tastings on Twitch. Find us there as well, and hopefully you're enjoying us back once again. But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.